Hi everyone, this is Troy Dreyer, Senior Associate Editor for StreamingMedia.com, coming to you from the red carpet at Streaming Media West in Los Angeles. We're continuing our conversation with industry leaders. I'm here with Kurt Hoppe, who is with LG, and we are talking about smart TVs. Kurt, introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thanks, Troy. My name is Kurt Hoppe. I'm Director of Smart TV Innovation at LG Electronics. So I've got a team that's focused on technology innovation as well as innovation in business model, so who we work with to bring services to the television.
Now, smart TVs is a fascinating area to look at. It's so new that we don't really know what people want or what format it will ultimately take, which I think makes it very interesting to look at and to talk about. What features are people using in smart TVs right now?
That's a good question, Troy. So LG Electronics launched our smart TV about 18 months ago in about a third of our product lineup. And we found last year that consumers were coming into their favorite retailer and looking to purchase for the nice, thin, new, energy-efficient television, and they're looking for a new flavor of 3D and really connected TVs or smart TVs. Last year was third on their list. What we've seen this year is that the awareness, the consumer awareness, is much higher. 6 out of 10 consumers say their next television will be a smart TV, and really they're familiar with the over-the-top services. Is some of the main services they're looking for, so such as a Netflix or a Hulu Plus, especially when they want to put that in their second or third room in the home.
Now, we've all heard the statistic, it's probably a year old or more at this point, that people who buy smart TVs aren't actually hooking them up to their wireless connection at home. They're not actually net enabling them. Is that true anymore? Are people going online with them?
One of the amazing statistics is that connectivity rates are very high. We learned with our Blu-ray players a few years ago that if we needed the consumer to figure out how to get an Ethernet cable or some kind of wired connection to their device, that was pretty difficult. So we started last year with our first smart TVs putting Wi-Fi either embedded in the television or as a dongle in the box. And this year in 2012, we embedded Wi-Fi in all of the TVs, and we see a connect rate north of 3/4, even over 80%. So awareness and the simplicity of the connectivity, over 80% are being connected.
Oh, fantastic. That's very high. Now, how do you track usage, and how much activity are you tracking with your owners?
So that's a good question, Troy. Again, privacy is very important to LG as it is to the whole community. So when there's an optional registration process when the consumer activates their television, and they can opt in or opt out of different features. We don't track personal content or usage, but on an aggregate level, every LG Smart TV, like any of these connected devices out there, do talk to some billing systems or some kind of systems in the cloud. So we can say, oh, the most commonly used application is this application, but we don't know what Joe Smith, we don't know or track what Joe Smith is doing.
Now, people creating smart TV or second screen apps, it always seems like they're emphasizing social features. And personally, I can't imagine something I'd like less than letting all my friends know, hey, I'm watching this right now. Are social features big? Are people actually using them?
So social features, I think there's two answers to that question. So certainly a younger demographic tends to have this desire to publicly tell their friends what they're doing at every minute of the day, which is fine. Some of the older demographic doesn't have that same interest, or maybe their lives are just not as exciting. But we do include options like Twitter and Facebook on the television itself, so you can tweet that you're watching a certain show or make a comment, if you like it or don't like it. What we think does make more sense, rather than doing it on the television itself, is to use a second screen. So more than 50% of the people watching a smart TV have a smartphone in their pocket or might have a tablet in their lap. So certainly that device can talk to an LG TV. We do have technical interfaces that allow applications to talk to the television, and we think that makes more sense. So from their tablet to send out a tweet, but the younger people are interested in that.
Oh, I'm in the older demographic. That's painful. So you work in smart TV innovation, and maybe you could tell us what's coming down the road. Where are smart TVs going?
So I think at CES this year, as every year, there'll be a number of very interesting announcements, and those are pretty tightly guarded. What I can say in general is we know that when people take a television home, whether it's 42 inches or 60 inches, they want to have an entertaining experience. They do not want to work too hard. So it's not a computer, it's not a tablet. They want to be able to lean back and find the TV show or their content they want to watch in an easy manner. So number one, we need connectivity to lots of different types of content. So you'll see announcements about new content partners. Some of those may be pay TV providers, some of those may be new over-the-top providers, but having access to lots of content will be certainly one of the themes. But being able to control in a simple way your user experience, that's something that LG has a magic remote control, we call it, and you can point to content on the screen. You have a scroll wheel, you have voice recognition. So again, we're trying to give a number of options to the consumer so they can easily and intuitively find their content. And then finally, I think you'll see a theme of connectivity, so the smart TV to other devices in the home. We mentioned tablets and smartphones already, but certainly being able to stream content from one room to another, whether it's originating on a PC or perhaps even a set-top box.
So we've got more choices, we've got easier setup and use, and we've got easy connectivity with mobile devices. That sounds like a pretty good roadmap.
That's, we're pretty proud of our roadmap, and then you layer on top of that more of the traditional television innovation, such as OLED, which was a big winner last year. So these organic LED televisions that are 4 millimeters thick, that's very popular with consumers. Again, a little bit new and price premium for that, but you'll also see ultra high definition television or 4K coming. So that's 4 times the resolution of Blu-ray. So that's pretty interesting coming in the next few years.
Really? So will 4K be coming at the high price point, or will it be at a regular price point in the next few years?
We announced it last year at CES. It's on sale now. It's outside the price range of most consumers, but that price, as always in consumer electronics, over the next 2 to 3 to 5 years, that will drop down to a middle class, affordable price range.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Kurt. I appreciate it. This is Troy Dreyer coming to you from the red carpet.